It is December 16th, 2024, and there is still basically no answers from the United States government about the drone activity that's been going on for 3, maybe 4 weeks now in New Jersey and New York and other places around the country, and we're still heard not much. We'll hear from White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby, who really doesn't give us much. There's also Sabrina Singh, or is it Singh? I don't know. The Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary. I know I butchered her last name wrong. I apologize. But she says there's also no evidence that it's coming from a foreign entity. Representative, I think it was Jeff Andrews, who said, there was an Iranian mothership that was launched off the coast. But of course, Sabrina discredited that, saying there's no evidence. That's not true. Either way, I want to go over 5 theories about what could possibly be going on. And we'll see if these 5 theories ever come true or they will not. But hey, this is a discussion. Nothing about this is concluded. So feel free to comment below whether you agree with any of these theories or want to expand, elaborate, or if you have your own. So let me know in the comments below. So the first one, number 1, is this is a drill. It's a live drill. Only a handful of people know that it's a drill, and everyone else thinks this is a serious situation that's going on. So probably the president, maybe vice president, and some high-level seniors in the military are conducting a drill just to see how things are going on right now. What would happen if we go through a drone invasion? Because people suspect the future of war is going to be drone wars. So how would the press react? How would our military react? How would local governments react? State and cities and county governments, sheriff's departments, how would they react? How would social media react? Social media is terrible with misinformation. And then you have people deliberately putting bad information, which is disinformation. Disinformation, someone's deliberately putting something bad out there. And then someone takes it for face value like it's true and then spreads it further, which is misinformation. This entire time I've been looking this up in Twitter or X.com and Reddit. Most of it's BS. And a lot of it's just regular aircraft, planes, whatnot. People are just totally wrong what it was. And that it's not the actual unknown drones or UAPs, whatever you want to call them. And this way they could take notes and see what they can improve on. When I was in the Navy, every time we heard general quarters, people would ask, is this a drill? Is this a drill? Over time we were told to shut up and take it seriously. Don't ask if it's a drill. Get to where you need to go. And get ready to be where you need to be in case the shit goes down. So that's why there's no one asking, is this a drill? Is this a drill? It's just take this seriously. To study, see what's going on. So this is a potential theory that it could be just a drill. It is the United States government. Now, people John Kirby or Sabrina Singh or other representatives in Congress, they probably legitimately don't know that they are a pawn in this drill. They were meant to not know, just to see how they react too. So all these government officials who are, press secretaries, whatnot, telling us that they don't know and they're looking into it, investigating it, they're technically not lying because they don't know. Maybe the superior who told them, they don't know. Therefore, they're reporting to everyone they don't know, but their boss's boss probably does know and, just lied, and then everyone took it for face value. Now, we could be in the middle of a drill. That's what this could be. So yeah, everyone, all the secretaries, everyone in the media stating that from the government, federal government saying, oh, we don't know. There's no need for panic because, someone probably does know. There's a little hint, no need. They don't want people to panic. They pose no national security threat, as one of them have said, or multiples have said, it poses no national security threat. Probably just because it is a drill. So don't shoot them down or try to shoot them down. So that is theory number 1. Theory number 2 is we will probably never know, ever, who this was, who's doing this, who's been going around flying drones. If we know if it is drones, we just all assume it's drones. I don't know why, but we just assume it is. But we may never, ever find out. And of course, the United States government probably wants to tell people, it's not an adversary. It's not another country doing this to us. Because if they admit who it is, or if it is someone, there'd be mass hysteria. It's better off just telling people that if it's no one. I'm sure you're watching on the news right now that they want to put in new legislation, new bills to pass, new restrictions on drones. Maybe drones might be restricted from the public. They probably don't want people owning drones anymore. Or the government is probably just hoping that this information is going to fade away soon, right? Well, the drones are still up there. Just like anything else in the news, it's news for one day. Tomorrow, it's no longer news no one cares about, right? But now, the drones keep showing up every day and there's no answers. So it's still sticking. So there's no way that this information is going to go away. So there's a strong possibility we will never know what it is. And it just might fade away and we'll just continue on with our lives and we'll just keep looking back, asking these questions and never get the answers from the government. And the government will stop answering these questions or stop addressing it. Theory number 3 is that this is the United States government and they launched these drones out in New Jersey and New York because they're searching for someone or something. Some people said, the government's looking for a dirty bomb or nuclear bomb that got through. So these drones are just advanced technologies the United States government has always had and uses it for absolute emergencies to find someone or something that of great interest. And they're probably not going to tell the public until they find what they were looking for. I mean, they might not even admit that if they find it, they'll, the drones will stop being around and the government will never admit it. They might just come back to my theory number 1 and say it was just a drill this entire time. As a cover-up to whatever they're looking for, searching for, whoever they're looking for, right? So that's one theory that's a possibility. I've seen it a few times on Twitter too. I like that one. It's not bad. They don't want to tell people what they're looking for right now, why they're up there, until they have found it, and then later give their excuse and the drones are gone. This whole thing is to first thing control the climate. Make sure there's no mass hysteria. Last thing we need is like the markets to crash and people just storming out of New Jersey and whatnot. There are current rumors on social media. I mean, of course, rumors, let me emphasize that there are increased radiation levels on where these drones were spotted. So it's just, I don't know, some other information of something that they're looking for. Theory number 4 is a false flag initiative. So just like our representative here, who was it again? Jeff Andrews, who says that this is coming from an Iranian mothership. Could possibly be, or it's not. But we could blame Iran. We're not saying, we probably can prove that it's not them, but we're going to blame them just to get into a war with them. To keep that war machine going on, the military-industrial complex, and keep pumping money into war. So it's a possibility that could happen. So maybe Representative, I've been saying his name wrong. It's actually Representative Jeff Vandrews. That's who it is. I've been saying Jeff Andrews. Jeff Vandrews. He probably knows something. He's been told from credible sources that, hey, this is we have intel, really strong intel, that this is coming from Iran. They have a drone mothership where they launch drones out. Very sophisticated drones. So a possibility that this could be, maybe it is actually Iran doing it, or we're just going to blame Iran either way and go to war with them. So war might be coming up. Last theory, and theory number 5, and the most common one I keep seeing is that this is a psyops. As in mainly used as a distraction. Basically, that, hey, we have these drones flying around, but ignore these, maybe it's like the big bombings that Israel's doing in Syria at the moment, or ignore that, hey, the left and right are kind of agreeing that we're having a class warfare, and they're looking into killing CEOs of health insurance companies, and we can't have that. We have to keep them divided, or it's just, we'll just have Biden just pardon a crap ton of terrible people, right? Like that one judge who was getting kickbacks and profits for sending juveniles to jail, right? Or it was another one from the government for another $900 billion for the defense budget, or sending off, what was it, $600 billion to the Ukraine war effort again. Like, so much money is being spent around, but then we have this to distract us, right? These drones coming out to distract us. Be like, oh, look up at the sky, look what's going on. Oh my gosh, we need answers. How come they're not telling us? But then there's like all these other things going on behind our backs where our tax dollars are going into. That is of no interest to the people, but it's the rich siphoning from the people. You know, just having us distracted, putting something up to distract us while they pickpocket us, right? Take our money. And there's nothing we're doing about it. But we may never know. Now, part of like a psyops or whatnot is just, you know, just to get a discussion going in Washington where people are panicking that we need to pump money into something. Like more technology into drones. Boost up the military industrial complex. Someone's trying to get rich out of this. I mean, don't waste a crisis, right? There's opportunities in it. So maybe someone or multiple companies are taking advantage of the situation. But anyway, those are my 5 theories that I pretty much compiled and seen around like social media, especially Twitter and Reddit. So please comment below if you believe any of those theories, or if you want to elaborate on them, or if you have another theory of your own, or anything I failed to mention that I did not mention and should have mentioned. Let's just have a discussion in the comment section. That's all I'm looking for. But who knows? I mean, will we find out? Me personally, I think we will find out before Trump is sworn in as president. Now, I don't know what it'll be. I'm kind of leaning that they'll just come out and say it's a drill, whether it's true or not. False flag is another strong possibility. Psyops, strong possibility. I don't think the possibility that they will never tell us. I feel like they will eventually tell us something that people will just finally buy it and give up, maybe. But the whole new searching for something or someone, I don't think we'll ever find out. There might be theories about that forever. It will never get the answer. But pay attention to the new legislation that they're trying to push out. The new restrictions, drone restrictions, right? I know they were talking about like we can't have like Walmarts and Amazons flying drones freely. We have to be able to know what's in the sky. It could just be anyone. Like, I kind of agree to it. Like the airspace, there should be some kind of surveillance, maybe, but there could be too much surveillance, and that's what they might be looking for at the end. That's what they're trying to achieve at the end, is just have everyone give up the freedom to, once we have the technology to use drones or maybe flying cars, that the airspace is a privilege, not free. Just like driving on the roads, public roads. You know, it's a privilege. It's not a right. The only time you have a right to drive your car is only on your own property, but not everyone has acres and acres of property, right? So, again, comment below. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time, bye.